What's up? How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. We're going to do some streaming, some trading. I need to pull up like a good playlist to listen to so I can just kind of chill for a little bit. What's up, Crystallized? Happy holidays to everyone. Hey, Carlito. Appreciate you saying that about the Kanto Twitter. Jonathan, what's going on? Hold on, I got to move this chat thing up a little bit. Actually, I got to move it off. Yeah. It's still kind of the holidays, but yeah, holidays are like almost over. Past couple weeks have been really solid in trading, even though I almost lost a ton on Snowball and then ended up making a lot on it. So I was super happy about that. What's up, Danja? Give me a second. I need to do one more thing, and then after I'll be able to pay full attention. Yeah, the market has definitely been decent. The past the past couple like 3 weeks have actually been really solid. And I think that like a lot of people have been complaining. But yeah, things have been going pretty good. I'm in one trade right now. I'm in this. I bought this pimp coin because it hit like whatever 3 mil last night. I tried to catch the knife at like a mil, so I'm gonna like sit in this for a little bit. We'll probably look at that during stream and close that. But yeah, can go over my Snowball trade. Do I think Snowball is done or can it go up again? I don't know. It's a good question. I haven't really been paying attention much to it because basically what I ended up doing is I bought here and then I bought here and I DCA'd again and I was like in this coin super heavy and I thought that I was totally fucked. When we hit like this level right here at like 3.4, I was down probably like 14 or 15K. And then there was that whole like Pippin thing that came out where like that fake Pippin news, and then this just pumped like crazy. And I ended up I was sitting at like on the couch during Christmas, opening like Christmas presents and stuff. And I was on my phone, and once this started pumping at like whatever it was, 7 or 8 million, I just started absolutely slamming sells, and I ended up making like a total of 18K on it, and I was so happy because I went from being down 15K, then was break even, and kept pumping. I actually sold a little too early, but then I also bought again and I sold for like very minimal profit, but I made a little bit on that dump too. So I was happy about that. Does it go back up? I don't really know. You can tell that obviously there's appetite in the market for new tech related stuff. And dude, I don't know where Elon's been. It's kind of weird how he was saying that there was going to be an airdrop like 6 months ago and Q4 was going to be great. And then no one's really heard from him in a while. And now there's like all these different coins and platforms that are coming out and they're trying to like create a better pump fund, which it kind of goes to show that creator fees are definitely a super hot topic. And I think the reason why something like Snowball did well is because it's kind of like hype, right? Like Hyperliquid, where the like a lot of the revenue gets like it's used to buy back hype, and so there's like a flywheel built into it. And I think that's why people liked the idea of, okay, if a coin launches, all like or 90% of the fees that get generated go back into the chart. And a lot of people like that because the more volume, the more money goes into buybacks. And it's just something that I think a lot of people can get behind, because people are not very happy about the fact that some random guy can just go launch a pump fund, spam thousands of tickers every single day, have no money invested in it, and then they can go and make all this money just off of fees, while purely extracting and having never put any money back into these coins. And so now it incentivizes people who launch tokens where it's like, yeah, most of the fees will go back into the token, but if the coin does well, then obviously they'll still make something. So I think honestly, overall, the creator fees that came out, like that change with Pump Fund, I think it really did a number on the landscape of the market, where a lot of people shifted over to simply just deploying all day instead of trading. And so there's definitely a disconnect between traders and these platforms, because these platforms are incentivizing more launches. More launches means more PvP, and it makes the trading environment harder for you and me and everybody who trades and doesn't just deploy. So I think now people are starting to realize that there is a huge disconnect between these platforms and their interest compared to what we are wanting as traders. And I think it's kind of telling, because you'll see it all over the timeline. People are like, oh, well, Pump Fun or Bonk or whoever should do this and get rid of the PvP. And there are some launch pads that not only are not trying to get rid of PvP, but they're actually wanting more of it because it ties closer into their business model. So, what I'm hoping happens is that people start to buy and deploy coins where money goes back into the charts and there's more of incentive for people to work on coins again, rather than them just deploying the coins out, they deploy again, they deploy again, they deploy again, and then you just have millions and millions of tokens. And then traders are just getting fatigued because they're like, man, like there's just too many coins out, and you could be in the right coin and not even make money because there was another one that ran, or there's just four tickers that all are at 100K, and instead of one runner going to 1 million, there's like a bunch of them that are just fighting against each other. So yeah, that's kind of my thought on that whole situation that's going down right now. But I think that's why we started seeing this meta recently. Yeah. You used to ape 50 SOL into a coin. I can't do any. Yeah, I agree. Like I used to also ape like 50 to 100 SOL into coins all the time. And these days you just can't really do that. It's now is a great time to actually buy coins with less money and just hold out for a little bit to try to get more X's, I guess, like a 2 or 3 or 4X, opposed to like sizing into something at 2 million and hoping it goes to 4. I feel like you're better off buying stuff that's lower, because we know that the ceilings aren't as high. Yeah, I'm probably cooked on this. I'm down 1,300. I'm gonna add one more clip in here, and then if this goes any lower, then I'm just gonna cut, because I bought this at like a mil, and I was kind of hoping that it would just bounce up to like 1.5, but it looks like it's been going down from 2.4 mil down to 900K and still dumping. So that's okay though. The past 3 weeks for me have been really good trading, and I have a lot of confidence that if you make a play and it doesn't necessarily work out the way that you want it to, there's going to be another play. Like there's basically been coins every day that have been running, so I'm actually like really happy about that. And I think it's because there's been more of a meta that has been forming a little bit. Feel free to ask a couple questions or whatever. But I'm going to take a piss real quick. Dude, my knee is like kind of hurting. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to the gym today. And then I need to pull up that other coin, that learning coin. Leering. So yeah, this leering coin that came out yesterday, we found this super early. Somebody in the Kanto Discord scanned it at like 150K, and I saw it running all the way to 900K at like 2 in the morning, and I literally typed and I said, "This is going to 3 million by the time I wake up," and of course it did. And it's crazy because this is it's the coin for the whole situation that's going on with like the daycare situation in Minnesota, and Elon and everyone is talking about it, and it's just going absolutely crazy. But this is the stuff that used to do well in meme coins, and it seems like we're starting to get back into it. So I'm actually happy to see that there's more attention around viral things that are happening again, and people are kind of picking up on it. But yeah, I was happy that we found this super early. Like I said, I didn't trade it, but um yeah, it was just cuz I didn't want to buy it and go to bed, cuz I could have easily bought this at whatever it was, like a couple 100K, and then went to bed, and then I wake up and it's just at zero. But seeing it go to 4 mil, which is kind of what I thought was going to end up happening, is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I'm about to take a loss on this. I don't really want to sit in this forever. I didn't have tons of conviction. I was kind of just trying to catch a bounce. Did I notice that they made migration time back? I haven't really been paying attention to new pairs, so yeah. If this dumps like a little bit more, I'm gonna just sell. I don't really want to. I don't really care to sit in this. That it already is doing a lot worse than I thought it would. I bought basically like one dump too fast. Like it dumped, all right, it dumped again, okay, dumps a third time, and now this is just like literally going to zero. 800K. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I really hate selling into red candles, but I might just dump. I have like I think I have like 50 SOL in this. Straight farmed. Yeah, dude. It's just crazy because it was like ranging up here at like 2 mil for a while. But I'm gonna try to just hold out and see if it can catch a bounce, because it is pretty down bad. I scanned this at like 50K or whatever. This was an Elon tweet. It actually did well. Was surprised about that. Busy's trying to hold up. Pimp. I'm sure this is close to the bottom, but even if this bounces, like I'm probably just gonna sell for break even and be done with it. Do I think do I think steak has legs? I think there's like too many of these now. There's been a lot of people that have asked about steak. I actually bought 5 SOL at like 300K, and I sold it for like $100 profit yesterday. And then I saw it run to like a million right after that. I was pretty pissed. I should have just bought this. Like, what am I even thinking? Dude, this is up like almost 2x in the same time. Damn, yeah, I should have just bought Kabuto again. Shit. Franklin's done. Franklin is definitely done. If we want to do a quick roundup on some coins that have been doing pretty good recently in the shitcoin market. So Kabuto, it finally bottomed. You can see like it went really high. I mean, it went to like 13 mil, bottomed out like under 500K, is catching a bid again. It's still like a huge thing in the Pokemon market. So it's really cool to see that this is like pumping, because it looked like it was dead and I thought it was just going to bleed out forever. And then it ended up doing well. I made good money on it. I made like 6 grand on it. Franklin, I think, is just totally dead. There hasn't been a good Franklin meme that's been posted in a while. 6-7's a coin that I'm probably going to start to size into. Looking at this, it looks really bad, and I think that it might like puke a little bit more down to 11 mil. But I mean, this was just at 36 million 6 days ago, so this bled out super hard. Gake has been selling basically like for the past 3 straight days and just trying to dump out of it. Um, there's this Peepo coin that I've been keeping up with a little bit. This ran to like 2 mil, went from like 2 mil to 300K. It's just like a Pepe emote, but it seems like it's been tradable, but I haven't really been trading it much. This Leering coin, I feel like this is gonna last probably like 2 days at max. I don't really think that this news is gonna last forever. White whale is just like unbelievable. I'm planning on waiting until this dumps down to like 25 mil or something, and then I'm gonna size in a couple hundred SOL and then try to sell it on a bounce. But yeah, I've literally just been watching this pump, and I was like, oh, I'll just buy on the next dip, and it's like kind of hard to find an entry on a coin on a dip if it just never dips. So, however they've managed to pump all this money into this coin has just been incredible. And then this stake coin, it's like one of those launchpad, like pump fund competitor coins. Like I said, I literally had God entry down here at like I only bought like 5 SOL, so it didn't really matter. But I sold it for like $100 profit because I had thought that it would probably just like dust out, but then they ended up launching their website and it pumped pretty hard. So we'll see what ends up happening there. And then there's this pimp coin that also launched. Like the website on this looks really solid, and I traded it when it first came out. Like I caught a good scalp on it. I think I made like 10 SOL or 15 SOL or something, and then went to bed. And when I went to bed, it literally pumped to like 3 million overnight, and it looked really strong. And so I told myself I would wait. I saw that it was ranging a little bit, saw it broke down, took an entry at 1 million with like 50 SOL, and it's just continued to dump. So we're going to see if this bounces back. And then I guess the last one that I could go over real quick is this testicle coin, which is like the snowball like test token. And this has been doing really well too. It's been very scalpable for like 50% gains over and over and over again. I didn't really particularly love this coin, if I'm being honest, but it seems like people like it, and it's kind of goofy with the name, and it's like a test token on a platform. So this has also been doing well. I wouldn't be surprised to see this pump again, but I'm just gonna hang tight on it for right now. And so yeah, that's pretty much like the top coins that I've been paying attention to. But I've only been trading like a handful of stuff, and I guess I didn't even mention Snowball, which was, you know, a coin that I sized in like 250 SOL in, and then sold into this major bounce on that Pippin news. And so I ended up making like 18K on it. So if this bounces back, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to keep watching it, and I might start to scale in maybe like 50 to 100 SOL and see if it'll catch a bounce back to 6 mil. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, those are like the main coins that I've been watching, and the past 3 weeks have been really good for trading. So I'm just going to pay attention to those and any new stuff that pops up. So, third, that entire rant that I just made about all those coins, let's clip that up and let's upload that one so that I can post that probably like either tonight or tomorrow. Whenever I upload this, if we could just focus on that one clip, that'd be really good. The talk of the town obviously is white whale. I traded it one time and I made, let me see if it even shows up. Yeah, I made $1,300 scalping it. I bought like 60 SOL, and then I sold like literally within the span of a couple seconds here. And it went all the way to like 7 mil. It dumped down to whatever it was, like a million. And then now it's just been on the most insane run. And I've seen so many people talking about it. And I haven't seen any PNLs. It's actually crazy. So many people are using this just to talk about it for engagement while having not traded it. And I'm like, yeah, at least I traded it one time and made some sort of money on it. But the issue with it is that like I kept seeing it pump and I was like, dude, in this market, there's no way, like at 10 mil, no way it goes to 20, no way it goes to 30. And I was just watching it the entire time that it was pumping. And I told myself, I was like, yeah, I'll toss 100 SOL in it on a dip. And it just never did. Like this, I haven't seen a coin like this that did not dip in forever. And so my plan with this is to wait. Eventually, it's going to slow down. Like it's not going to just go up forever. We'll see it dump down probably to like 25, 20 mil. And then I'll size in like 200 SOL and I'll try to catch a pump if they decide to run it back. But yeah, I mean, this has been awesome to see. A lot of people obviously have been using this for engagement bait on Twitter because they're like, oh, the trenches aren't dead. But it's just like, dude, buying into a coin like this and just top blasting obviously was the play, but man, it's just insane that there has not been a single like 20% dip in this coin literally on this entire run up until like maybe up here when it went to 40 and then dipped down to, or it went to 50 and went down to 40. But yeah, it's just crazy. I can't even believe to the like I'm seeing this, but yeah, I made money on it even though I bought it 3 and sold it 3.7. PSP. Do I know the actual lore behind it? Yeah, I know the lore behind it. I just didn't know that this guy was going to actually take it serious because there was a point when he was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to like, you know, have a meme coin or whatever by me. But yeah, pretty sure you have the same entry and exit. Well, what's funny is that there's a ton of people that had entries and exits in this area. This is where 99% of CT traded this coin was in this range. And I would even make it smaller. Like most people really only traded it right here. But I haven't seen anybody that has actually caught this move right here. Everyone's just talking about it. They're like, and you think the trenches are dead? Look at this white whale coin that went from 10 mil, 4 mil all the way to 50 mil, which is just, it's just very funny. But yeah. Yeah, we can take that clip too. Third. That'll be a good one. I kind of wanted to come on and farm like 4 or 5 really solid, relevant clips because I have been lacking a little bit on the clips. Bro, this post that I did right here went absolutely crazy. Where is it? Dude, I almost didn't even post this, and this got 900 likes. I made this video right before I went to the gym one night, and it only had like 20 likes after an hour and a half. And I was very highly considering deleting this. I was like, dude, there's no point. Like, why did I even post this? And it ended up being like one of my better performing posts in like a really long time. So that was pretty awesome to see. Can I go over Wojak and FKH? I forgot about both of those. I'm not touching this personally. I just don't get it. It's like purely a cabal coin. It's like not funny, purely cabal, not viral. I don't see anybody talking about it. And I don't personally like buying into coins. Call me like an idiot or whatever, but a coin has to make some sort of sense for me. And it's like this one is really hard. It's really hard for me to catch a gauge on it because I'm not on the bonk cabal. Thoughts on 6-7? I just mentioned it, but I'm probably gonna size in like 200 SOL between here and maybe like 10 mil. But I was waiting for like one more dump, but I might not even get that. But I think that this is like a really solid entry on it. It's still really super viral and everything. I think that people's attention just shifted. I wonder if Pow sold on sides or if he just round tripped because he literally was buying at like 15, 16 million and went all the way to like 38. 6-7 is strong, but you need size. Not really. Put $1,000 in it, make a couple $100. Wojak. Wojak, obviously the most viral crypto meme. Everyone loves it. Had this crazy run, dumped a little bit, repumped. It's been consolidating a little bit. I feel like if Sol caught a candle, like if Sol went to 130, 140 and the market started picking up, I could see people starting to pile back into this. It reminds me a lot of Troll where it went on a crazy run, it cooled off for a while. People realize that it's like a really big meme and people like it a lot. And I just think that the market is there's you have to ask yourself how many people in this market are buying into coins at $20 million market cap. And whenever I scroll on like Twitch or any streaming website where people are trenching, like you will never catch anyone besides myself talking about Wojak or 6-7 or any of these bigger coins. It's like everyone is just looking at brand new coins over and over and over and over again. And it's actually like a thought that I had when I was at the gym. I was like, man, this, what's actually so weird is how people just want new. Like they just want the new coin over and over and over again. But yeah, I think in a better market, Wojak could do really well from here. I didn't even trade it. When this was pumping, I was actually buying into the troll dip because it went from 280 mil down to like 40. And so I was sized into that and it just ended up being the wrong play. The attention shifted to Wojak and yeah, even troll really hasn't like bounced back. But if it was between Wojak and troll, I'd probably size into this. Mainly just because of how much more popular the meme is and because I could just see this running and I kind of have an idea of who is running it, and I'm a little bullish on that too. So that helps. Someone said, look at Snowball. I already talked about it like 3 different times. What do you think will happen to the trenches in the next couple months? Will there be an update for the vamps and the volume will be back? I mean, it's not like there's going to be a specific update. I just think that what will probably happen is people are going to realize that they want coins that run that have fees going back into the coin and they like nobody wants to buy a coin knowing that the creator is getting all the fees and then not doing anything with them. And so I think that people are starting to get smarter about that, where they're saying, okay, we want to buy into a coin where we know that the fees are going to benefit the coin, whether it's through buybacks or whatever market making or whatever the case may be, which is one of the reasons as to why people really liked the idea of Snowball because that's like quite literally what the point is. And so I would really hope personally that um I would hope that Snowball and this whole type of thing start to get a little bit more accepted and people want to bid coins like this. But you have to think about it like this, that there have been a lot of big influencers and a lot of big just deployers in general that they have moved from trading to deploying. So they are going to continue to stay on Pump Fund because it fits their interest. And so you're now kind of divided within the community where I personally think that it would be really cool if coins started to pop off more, where the fees go back into the coin, but that doesn't match the incentives of these deployers and influencers that have given up on trading. And they're like, dude, why would I launch a coin through Snowball when I could just launch through Pump Fund and all the fees go back to me. And so I think the community needs to start speaking with their money and their wallet a little bit more. And the runners need to be on these coins that have buyback mechanisms built into it, opposed to like, oh, let's just bid a Pump Fund token where all the creator fees just go into the pocket of some dude who deployed it and don't really give a shit about pumping it at all. Am I trading on base? I am not. I'm not. Yo, third, I've gotten like, I don't know how many, like 4 or 5 clips already. It's only been 30 minutes. Those past couple rants, even if they're 2 or 3 minutes long, let's get those. I think those will be good to upload. I'm trying to get a lot better. There's 2 things. One, I need to get better at posting. I need to get better at posting clips again on a daily basis. And I'm going to come up with a stream schedule where I stream consistently during the week. And then if I do decide to do a random stream like this on a rant, like just on a Sunday or whatever, then I also just do that. Thoughts on long-term future of NFT IP coins? I have no interest in any of them outside of Pudgy Penguins. I think Pudgy Penguins is like the only IP that I would buy. I was actually even looking at buying a Pudgy because they're now trading at like 4 ETH. I could pull that up real quick. It seems like the NFT community has lost like a major part of their buyers. There's still people that talk about NFTs all the time, but the amount of conversation does not equate to the money that is floating through these anymore. But I do think that Pudgy Penguins have another run in the future. I think that Pengu is going to have another run in the future. I don't know when, because obviously, if the market continues to dump, these are going to get hit the hardest. But I've always liked what Luca has done. And if there was one NFT related IP that I would bet on, it would be Pudgy Penguins for sure. And I think that long term, as long as Luca is still running the show, I think that there's going to be a lot there. But if he ends up at some point deciding to sell Pudgy Penguins or something like that, or if he's not in charge, then I would basically just call it a wash. I think that Pudgy Penguins is a bet on Luca. Luca has obviously done an awesome job, and I think that just all that, keeping all that stuff in mind is really important when you think about NFT related stuff, because there's not really any other NFT IPs or coins or whatever that I even see or have anybody to believe in. So will pimp flip pump? I don't know. I'm about to sell pimp because like I'm about to eat a $2,000 loss without having even had an opportunity to sell into any sort of pump. Like this coin literally sucks ass. I'm gonna give this another like 5 to 10 minutes. And if this does not catch a pump after dipping all the way from 2.5 million down to 800K, yeah, this coin is just done. They're just either farming it or this is just dog shit. So yeah, I'm about to clip this. I just really want to wait for a pump. Like I'd really like to see this go back to even a mil. Because in reality, if I hadn't bought already, I'd probably be buying here. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. But yeah, it's just pretty fucking pathetic that a coin like this went from like over sitting at over 2 million, 3 million, and now it's at 800K no more than 12 hours later. I wish I would have just bought this instead. Wish I would have bought Kabuto, dude. Kabuto's been pumping. The 2 to 3 mil area is so rough. Oh, dude, it's like, well, this is just this seems like they're just like rugging it, but like I said, I'd probably be buying here. It's already been dumping so much that like eventually there's got to be some buyers that come in and start to pay attention to it. I was only planning on going for a 20 to 30% scalp, and my entry was just apparently not great. I thought after it going to 3 mil and dumping to 1, I thought it definitely would have been getting a bounce. I might get an exit pump. Yeah. I mean, I was just taking a I was taking a flyer on it, but either this pumps back here or I'm just going to cut and I'll just move on and I'll make it up somewhere else. I'm really not too concerned about it. Cuz the website on this thing was pretty solid, but as you know, coins like this only really do well if there's coins that are launching on it that are also doing well, which I think Testicle is really helping Snowball because Testicle is like the Snowball test token, and that coin being at 1.2 and this being at 2.7 is they're helping each other out. Nah, the tech on anything could be really good. Like this could be the best tech ever, but if there's no runners that are coming from the platform, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm probably dusted on this. I made like 3 grand or something the other day, or the past like couple days. So just call it, chalk it up to the game. When you see 190 sold buy on Snowball and it gets full sold off, that's when you know it's done. Yeah, man. I liked Snowball a lot. And the thing is Snowball as tech is better than, you guys remember AI season? Dude, this coin does more than any of those AI coins ever did. And that's why I even bought so much, because I told myself like, dude, this kind of thing, this idea is like a 20, 30, 40, $50 million idea for sure. But the market just doesn't agree, and the devs selling 50K into the chart or into that pump was just not a good look. Um, but yeah, I mean, my thought was like, oh, if there's gonna be a new meta that spawns, it could be like this kind of thing. And buying at 5 million when a coin could potentially go way higher, I thought that that was like a really good idea, but I ended up just being wrong. Yeah, I'm about to cut this. I'm almost at my limit. Like, this sell off from 1.3 to 800K with no bounce is like, just means that I bought one pump too early, which happens. But we'll see. Yeah. What's so funny about coins, and I'm sure a lot of you guys like know what I'm talking about with this, isn't it so funny how there's so many different coins out there, and it's like I bought Pimp And if I had just bought Kabuto instead, I would have been up like 80%. But I bought this because I thought it was more on meta and Kabuto was slowing down a little bit. You're like, if I had bought this coin, there's football on right now. I forgot. Dude, it's raining so much in Buffalo. Jeez. Oh, dude, the Bills are getting fucked. That's not good. Come on, time to run it back. Guys, if you were hanging out in the stream and if you would like to get a free membership to Kanto, I'm going to give a couple out. Go and join the Kanto Discord. Open up a support ticket and I will give out some free memberships midstream. I mean, I'll do it after stream, but I'll give some out. I think this is when I'm going to give out the free memberships. Just type whatever, just be like I'm here from stream in the ticket and I'll do that. Thoughts on poly market? I think prediction markets are cool. It just depends on the kind of speculator you want to be. It's really funny watching like these creators that will tune into a Trump or like any sort of like thing and they're like, "Oh, I want, I need this person to say something or whatever." It's just funny. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. What do you guys think about prediction markets? Hell yeah, Ethan Prosper with the 0.19 SOL profit. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Nice scalp. Now, prediction markets are cool if you know the area in which you're putting money on. Yeah, the Kabuto chart does look good. It does look good. But looking at the chart, it's like I'd rather wait for another dip because damn, dude, even Testicle is bouncing. Dude, okay, I'll give you a great example. Testicle went to 2 mil, dumped down to 1, and now it already pumped back to like 1.4. Oh shit, dude, there's like 10 people that open tickets. There's not even 10 people typing in here. What is going on? Yes, busy. Keep trying to pump it. Maybe bots. Well, what's always funny is when I offer someone like a free membership to Kanto, and they'll open a ticket and I'll give it to them and they just won't claim it. I'm like, why even ask? There's this one dude that was asking earlier. He's like, "Do you give precise entries and exits on coins and tell me when to buy and sell? For example, are you going to say to buy at 100K and to sell when it hits 1 million? Can you please like confirm that that is how the calls work and that they are very high hit rate so that I am not losing any money in the process?" And I was like, there's definitely a big group of people that trade shit coins that think like they rely so much on calls. I'm like, do you think Cupsy relies on calls? Do you think that like any of these trenchers rely on like calls? It's like, I mean, I call stuff, dude. I called Pimp at like 300K and it went to 3 mil, but I didn't. I sold it like what 7 or 800K. I did not think it was gonna go to 3 mil. That's for fucking sure. Brush my teeth. Yeah, I'm like, dude. Instead of me telling you when to buy and sell, why don't you just load up your whole wallet with $1,000 and then give me your private key and I'll just handle it from there. Why do you even need to exist? Just collect the check, bro. I'm like half watching football right now, so. Oh my god, dude, the Bills are throwing. God, fucking kidding me. My Twitter link is wrong on Twitch. Where? Which one? I'm sure one of them is wrong. I got the Ash Robin handle. I got to drop my other handle, which was cool. Yo, what's good, gang? Let me do 50 push-ups for Soul. What is that? That's fitness to earn. Guy does something that's better for his own life and his own health and wants to get paid for it too. Shit. I wish somebody would come in here and pay me money to do push-ups. I get down on my hands and knees and fucking rip it. I actually think if someone offered me $50 to do like push-ups on stream, I don't even think I would do it simply because of the principle. Be like, I don't want to do push-ups right now, so I'm not going to. I can't be bought. If I'm going to be doing push-ups, I'm doing them on my own. What advice do I give to the pimp fund dev? Launch a runner that goes to like 5 mil or whatever. There needs to be runners or this shit's just done. Having a launch pad, but there's no like coins running on it. My knee hurts. Launch pads need runners. That's why Bonk is pumping out all these fucking political things and pumping all this stuff. Yeah, I saw that. He needs to push it way higher though. To do a launch pad, like you gotta have money to deploy. I think he did buy like what? He bought a good amount of this coin, like the actual coin. Ow. Dude, I'm not gonna be able to work out tonight. What is wrong with me? Fuck. Dude, my knee hurts. Yeah, he bought a lot. He should bundle a shitter and pump that 30K into the shitter and send it. Bros, I'm kind of in pain right now. What the fuck is going on? I couldn't even do 50 push-ups even if you asked me to. Something underestimated for physical HP is going on walks. Dude, that's what I do every day. Last night I literally walked 3 miles and I ran too. I'm like a cardio dude. I go for a run and I go to the gym like almost every day. Only day I took off was because I was so congested that I like couldn't even fucking breathe. Dev is good. Yeah, what I noticed about the Pimp Fun Dev, I looked at his Twitter. He already followed me. Thoughts on SOL right now? Do I think it goes lower? I'm not buying any crypto. I honestly think, and this is just thoughts off the top of my head, looking at everything that's been going on in the traditional markets, is that seeing stuff like gold and silver pop off and the stock markets are at all-time high, when the stock market eventually takes a 5%, 10%, or even a 15% dip, if crypto hasn't started to rally yet, everything is going to go way lower. And I personally think that we're about to see a huge dump in the markets because of a couple things. Houses are too overpriced right now. So housing is unaffordable. Interest rates are still too high. People can't afford things. People can't afford groceries. People can't like they can't buy a house. The salaries at these companies for entry level jobs are not, they're not changing. Like a $50,000 entry level job 10 years ago is still paying the same as it is today, but things are like double as expensive on every front, housing, food, like everything. So people are definitely hurting, but the markets are going up. And I just feel like there's going to eventually, I mean, that's why I think we're seeing gold and silver pump, is because people are worried and they're going into safer assets. But it's like so drastic. We've never seen a gold or a silver pump like this before. And so I think that like I think that the markets are probably going to take a hit, and I think crypto has a good way to go down. Like I wouldn't be surprised to see Sol at $80 within the next couple months. I think there's a lot of people that are on Twitter that are like, "Oh, Bitcoin's going to go to $170,000 in 2020 in 2026." And I think that people literally just say this stuff because they're baiting for engagement all the time. I think there's a lot of people that have no clue. They are just quite literally trying to get clicks. And a lot of influential people probably know this, but like they're trying to keep people bullish to keep them around. And I'm just like a lot more realistic because here's the thing for most people that are posting these bullish things on Twitter about crypto, even though it's been acting like shit recently, a lot of them are barely even in the market. Like a lot of people that you see tweeting and saying shit like aren't even invested in the market, haven't even been trading the market, don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And so for me, like I'm waiting for the market to dump so that I can literally unload like my entire stack of stables, my whole life into Bitcoin and Solana and Hyperliquid on another like 20 or 30% dip down. Hope that was a good answer to the question. I'll give you this. Short term, I'm bearish. Long term, bullish. How much do you have to dump into the market when it dips? What's up, Tricky? I remember you. A lot of things have changed since I first found your stream back in the day. I have a lot. I have a lot of money sidelined. Like a lot. I sold out of the like all the crypto markets over 2025. I hit Trump coin, all of the AI coins, chill guy. And so now I'm just sitting in stables waiting. And then I'm trading like right now I'm basically just trading shitters just to keep myself fresh and to give myself something to do. Am I still stabling at the end of each day? Yeah, I am. Every day. Yo, Tricky, did you find your way into shitcoinville? How to learn investment in meme coins, and also what is a good amount to start with? Pay attention to what coins run every day. Follow the right people. Um, like look at what coins do well, why they run. How much do you start with? Like probably not a lot. Everyone I know always loses money. Everyone has lost money when they first start trading, and then they get good at it over time once you start paying attention. I've been trading for 4 years straight, so like I'm like I literally have seen every single runner on the day that it launched. Every shitcoin that's launched, like every day for the past 4 years. You don't touch crypto? Fair. I can understand that. I'm the opposite. I have some stocks like boring stocks, but um everything I do is in crypto. You mean Peanut and Chill Guy? Yeah, I hit Peanut and Chill Guy. I made 6 figures on both of those. One of the biggest pieces of advice I've taken from you is stabling at the end of each day. It takes away so much stress. 100%. That's one of the things that I'll continue to do until the market dumps down and SOL is at like maybe 70, 80, $90. Like if the market goes that low, then I'm going to start keeping everything in SOL again. Like my plan is to scale into the market as things get worse because I think that they probably will, and then trade on a daily basis. And I'll keep everything in SOL and then just keep stacking SOL until SOL eventually pumps back up. And then when the market gets better again, then I'm just gonna stable at the end of every day and stable everything, and that'll just be the way that I do it. I'm down 4K, but I'm definitely a lot better than when I started. I'm about to make that 4K back. Yeah, man, it's the cost of tuition. What people don't realize is like, I don't know how many of you guys went to college, but a college degree can cost anywhere from 50 to $100,000. And a lot of times when people go to college, they're getting a degree that they don't even really like know what they want to do anyway. And so if you walk into crypto and you're bullish on the space, it's like, and if you don't want to go and you don't want to get an education or go to college and you're like, oh, I just want to trade the markets, like I want to be a trader or something like that. And if you think about it from the perspective of like how much you put in and how much you learn and what the upside is in crypto, then losing a couple $1,000s to learn as to whether or not you want to do this or not is actually really not that bad in the grand scheme of things compared to going to college and spending $100,000 on a degree and you still don't even know what you want to do. And yeah, of course, when you get a degree, it opens doors, but I've actually heard a lot that getting a job with a regular bachelor's degree a lot of times like you don't even need it. Like it's becoming less necessary. People are hiring more based off of experience and interviews and stuff like that, and less on if you got a college degree. Am I fucked on this yet or what? I'm probably fucked on this. I'd also argue a great deal of my buddies aren't even in the career they studied for. Only ones I know are the engineers and medical guys. Mostly everyone else didn't even fall into the career they studied for. Yeah, well, I mean, if you know that you want to be an engineer, a doctor, a dentist, or a lawyer or something like that, then yeah, of course, like you got to go and you got to get a good degree for that. And it's very applicable to getting the job. But, if you're going in and getting whatever, it could be like, a marketing degree, which is also what I got, by the way, or like any of those goofy like economics or just stuff like that. These days, it's really just a piece of paper. You can learn everything that you need to know more outside. Like I'll tell you this, my entire career now is essentially marketing and trading and that kind of stuff. But I didn't learn shit from college. Like I studied accounts and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and virality and what goes big and everything. And it's funny because if I went to go get a job as like a marketing lead at some company, I could say, "Oh, I ran up my Twitter to 100K, and then I have a TikTok that's at 20K, and then I have another account that's at 20K on Twitter." And they'd be like, "Oh, wow, like, your marketing degree must have really come in handy." I'm like, "Dude, it literally had nothing to do with it." It's getting worse. Yeah, I mean, look, I went to I went to Florida State for college, and I got a degree in marketing. And I don't regret it, by the way. I learned a lot about leadership. I got involved. I had a good time. I had fun and everything. But I only had a normal job for like 3 years. And that degree helped me get that job. And then I didn't even use anything within the degree at the job. Like they train you. So now technically I'm still in the same field where it's like I do social media and marketing and like that kind of stuff. So you could technically just consider it being a like almost the same type of thing, but I'm not going to sit here and be people some people are like, "Dude, I went to college, like I know stuff." And it's like, "All right, dude. Then if you know stuff, then go apply it and go build up your own brand from zero and build it to, a six-figure business if, you're so good at applying that degree that you got to whatever the fuck. I'm just ranting and shit. Mad facts, I got a degree in data analytics. Now I work in workers' comp insurance, make good money though. Hey man, at least you got a good job. Hopefully you like it. I mean, look, I'm not trying to totally knock education. There are certain jobs that you need a degree, but there's like a ton of filler, like bullshit type things that like you don't need. Like if you know that you want to get into social media management, there's ways that you can just go like build up your own account. Go on TikTok, run up an account. If I was hiring, I'll give you a great example. If I was hiring for someone to work with me and they said that they got a degree from Ohio State or something, and they're like, yeah, I got a degree in social media management and marketing from Ohio State, I'd literally be like, okay, have you ever run any social media accounts? Oh, I have a personal account that has 1,000 followers on it of all my fucking fraternity and sorority friends. I'd be like, okay, but what else? And then if somebody else walked in, they're like, yeah, I like clip for people and like my clips have done 50 to 100K on Twitter, Instagram, or whatever. I'd hire the person that, like, I don't even care where they're from. They could literally be from anywhere in the world. You could be from Europe. You could be from, fucking Asia, like Russia. I literally don't care. Like, you could be from anywhere in the entire world. If you've run an account or know what you're doing and can get eyes on something, I don't really give a shit if you have a. I don't give a shit if you have a degree. In the membership group, do you come live daily or do you post calls? Yeah, I mean, I hang out in there all day long. Like I'm always shooting the shit. And I post calls sometimes, but a lot of times I'm just scanning stuff and trading and helping people learn how to spot runners and not really hand holding as much. Because one thing that I really hate is when I spend time trying to teach people how to get good and they're like, well, where's the calls? And I'm like, well, if you're not going to learn how to trade, then you're never going to be good. So it's not just about getting a call, it's about like learning how to trade. You were all in on crypto after you got your first airdrop. You claimed 10,000 Arbitrum, sold right away, but I never made money like that in my life. It was a game changer. Yeah, man. Tons of opportunity. Dude, this should be bouncing here. What the fuck is going on with this coin? I guess I just picked the wrong coin. Didn't even matter that this literally was trading at like what, 1 to 3 mil for all that time. Oh god. Build a new node? What the fuck is this? What the mining game on Solana, build nodes, deploy to data centers? Oh, this is pumping. That video that they made literally did not explain anything at all. Dude, this is cranking right now. If this does not recover here within the next, like, not even kidding, 5 minutes, I'm dumping this. So they better figure out what they're going to do with pumping this thing back up, or else I'm fucking out, because I'd be bidding this right now if I didn't have all that money in that one. Tech looks good. What fucking tech, dude? Damn, even Steak is dumping now. God. Leering is dumping. Franklin is dumping. So silver officially passes Nvidia as the second most valuable asset in the world, now worth 4.65 trillion. And I want you to look at this chart. Look at how absolutely insane this is. This has gone from, let's see, in the past year, it's gone from $31 to $80. It is unbelievable to think about how parabolic silver is going. The US dollar is literally going to zero, and gold is also pumping, and so is bronze and platinum and all these precious metals. And the market is going to get so cooked soon. The fact that silver is up like double. Do you know how long it took for silver to double? Like years. It took like multiple years for silver to double in the times that like it went up. And then it just doubles within the span of like 3 months. This is just insane. Like absolutely crazy. They heard me. They knew I was going to dump at 800K. Is there an OG silver coin? Aw, come on, man. You really asking for a fucking silver coin? There's tons of silver coins. You can buy them at the store. Lots of silver. Hash is ripping. I don't want to see it. Oh my God, bro. Should have just fucking slammed this. Dev tokens are vested for 2 weeks. Bro. This coin is bundled hard as fuck. Check bubble maps. Yeah, bro. Every coin is bundled hard. That's one of the things that I find to be really funny about shitcoins these days is people will not bid a coin. They're like, it's bundled. And I'm like, find me a coin that isn't. Like, every coin is bundled like crazy these days. Every single one. It's just about how well they hide it. Like, some of them are very blatantly bundled, and then others are more discreet in their bundles. But I hear what you're saying. Yes, it is quite bundled. Bundle. So yeah. Yeah. There's this one dude that I know that literally every time a coin's bundled, he'll never touch it. And so he never bids anything. He's like, yeah, bro, it's bundled. I'm not buying it. I'm like, dude, you say this about every coin. Like, do you ever bid anything? Okay. Thank you. Save me from my pimp. What happened to pimp? It just dumped. I think there's just no runners on it. So it's been dumping pretty hard. Guys, I want to thank you for coming by the stream today. Hopefully all of my commentary is helpful and you enjoy it and you get good insight and education from me as a connoisseur of the shitcoin / global markets. My goal is always to help as much as I can. And you guys help me by getting good clips. I always get really good clips from these. So I want to thank you guys for coming by stream. It really means a lot. My plan, by the way, is so today's Sunday, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to come up with a consistent stream schedule. Third, you and I are going to talk about that because I would like to schedule it around a time that I know that you would be around. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do 4 streams a week at the same time every day for the same time. So like I hop on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we do it at like 11 Eastern or something. That way I have to get my ass out of bed because one thing about being unemployed like myself and with the way that my life is that I can just go to bed and wake up whenever I want, and I need to get some more consistency in my life. So I think it'd be really good for me and the stream and just everyone if I started to stream at the same time every day when I do stream. So like Monday through Thursday. Probably 2 hours max. Any of you guys get the new iPhone by chance? I just got the new iPhone and it has this weird ass fucking button on the side of it. Oh, nice. They're pumping this back. Let's go. I'm saved. predictions on this. How high does this go? I'm gonna make a bold prediction that this is like already topped out. When did I start? In 2021. Billions. I love when people say that. Give me billions on my pimp too. 2 million? I don't even know what this thing, dude. I read through all the stuff and I don't even know what it is. It's like you can build hash and shit. Like what? You think that people in the shitcoin market are gonna understand what the fuck that means? Do I recommend starting now? Yeah. I think whenever you start is the best time. When like on any given point, if you're like, I want to start, that's the best time to do it. What exchange am I using? This is a trading bot. It's called GMGN. What is hash? Before you go? I don't even fucking know what it is. I read the thing and I don't even fucking know. Rug. Rug. Yes. Mine pimp? Yeah, I am. My GMGN has a watermark in the middle. I can't figure out how to get rid of it. I've been using GMGN for like, I think 3 or 4 months now. I like it a lot, especially when BNB coins pop off too. Any recommendation on which strategy to use as a beginner? You got to find one that works for you. Whatever, because I don't know how much time you have, or if you know how to find good coins, or if you know what to do. It's like you have to find, like, are you going to buy brand new coins, or what are you going to do, right? Am I stable in USDC or USDT? I have both actually. One of the reasons why I like GMGN so much is because of this. I love being able to see like P&Ls, what coins people are in, how many people track a certain wallet. Like it's just nice. Yeah, send my pimp. Look at that SOL candle. Yeah, I just saw that SOL pumped a little bit. I'm watching the Bills and Eagles game right now. Not a touchdown. Yeah, he was like barely short. So yeah, let me let me like kind of watch this real quick. Hmm. I think Cupsy made no, he lost 50 cents on that trade. Man, I was like one dump too quick. I wish I would have filled this at like, yeah, lower. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys are watching football, but dude, this is a good ending to the game. Get me back to my entry. Oh yeah. Well, realistically, I feel like this could pump a little bit more, but we'll see. I'm gonna get off stream and I'm gonna figure out what to do. Oh, you scored. Holy shit. And they're going for 2 to win the game. Oh wow. Huh. Like I said, this is I literally said this was topped. Just get back to my entry. I'll be so happy. I just wish I would have bought Kabuto instead, honestly, man. Just would have been better. Man, I have to pee so bad. Are any of you guys watching this game? Oh, what a fucking bad throw. Man. Dude, that was such a dog shit throw. I have no idea who's going to win the Super Bowl this year because all these teams are bad. All these teams are so trash. And I genuinely thought that like the Bills would have been good enough at some point to actually like win a Super Bowl, but I don't know after seeing shit like that. If Josh Allen was that good, then he would have fucking scored. He would have thrown that. And it would have yeah. That was dog shit. It's a Mevwick, right? There's no way that was a real buy. Yeah, I was gonna say. That'd have been amazing. All right, everybody, I'm hopping off. I'm gonna get off, have dinner, upload this stream, figure out what I'm gonna do with this. If you opened up a ticket to get a free membership to Kanto, I will get to that in a little bit. Thank you guys for watching stream. I will be back on tomorrow at likely 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to try to get consistent on a stream schedule and content schedule in general. So hopefully we can do that. For now, I will see you guys when I go live again. Thank you. And yeah, if you ever need anything, just shoot me a message on Twitter or whatever. What's up, Philo? I'm hopping off. Am I on KOL scan? No, I'm not. And I am not on purpose as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get off. Thank you guys. And yeah, I will see you soon.